Hey guys, Rhett here, down here in Birmingham at another coaching client's property. Spending the day down in Birmingham, checking out a bunch of my coaching clients and properties they have under contract, rehabs they currently have underway. My clients in the coaching program are killing it. Don't get left behind. For those of you watching this who aren't in the coaching program, shoot me an email below. We'll get you on board, we'll get you started. So guys, come on in here. I want to show you a little bit about what's going on in this property. So we have this property under contract for $42,000. List price on it was $59,000. So we got it for $42,000. It's a big, old, nice house. It needs a lot of cosmetic work. Needs some exterior work as well. Needs some exterior paint. It needs some roofing. It needs an all new, totally new roof. So come on in. We'll show you what we're going to do. So guys, older house. Okay, come in the living room here. What we're going to end up doing in here, guys, we're going to carpet this entire house, and I'll tell you why. So right now, it's all peel and sticker flooring. So basically what it is it's exactly what it sounds like. You take a sticker and you slap it down on the ground, and that's your floor. Okay, you go right on the subfloor. It's just about as bad as it sounds. It's the cheapest possible way to do flooring. And if you look at it, whoever's doing the sticking, if you don't do it right, there are gaps. It looks terrible, it's super cheap, so we're gonna get rid of it, okay? This house needs a new door. It's got water damage, the whole door is rotted from the inside out. We're gonna get a new door in here. We're gonna do all new rugs in here. We're gonna get rid of this awful creation right here. Rip this down. We're gonna put a nice new light fixture in here, okay? We're gonna continue to carpet it all throughout here. We're going to put a new light fixture up here as well. We're going to remove this fan. All the windows in this house are older, but we're going to hope they're operational. We're going to take this window out. See, so they are operational. We're going to take this window out. We're going to put a nice window unit in here. Okay, so it's a big house. It has ductwork, but HVAC units right now are a little expensive. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. We're going to do a window unit in here, heating and cooling dual unit. It's going to heat and cool about, usually they do somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 square feet. So that unit will heat and cool this room that you guys are standing in, and the kitchen, and then we'll put independent units in each one of the bedrooms. So each bedroom can control their own heating and cooling, which is a pretty cool perk, just like having your own thermostat in that bedroom. Okay? Tenants love that, and it's cheaper than a big HVAC system. So guys, we're going to carpet in here, okay? Coming to the back half of the house, we have our kitchen. Now, the kitchen definitely needs some work. We need to do some restructuring of the floor. We're gonna put laminate down throughout this whole kitchen. Again, we have sheet flooring in here. It's vinyl sheet. We're gonna pull this up, put nice laminate down. Cupboards are good, we're gonna paint them. We're gonna put some new countertops in because they're old and gross. We're gonna put all new appliances in here as well, okay? As we come back off here, we have our first bedroom. Now guys, this is actually a power cord right here. So this is running to a hot water heater, okay? Now what should have been done here was this wire should have been run through the back of this unit, okay? Down and underneath the house through the crawl space in the wall. And then basically what you do is you bring it up to a water heater. So just God only knows why someone would just run it outside like that, so we'll fix that because that won't pass any kind of inspection. Exposed electrical wiring, usually that's an automatic fail, okay? So guys, here's our first bedroom right here. We have some old terrible flooring in here as well. We'll put carpet, we'll rip all this stuff up, and as you guys can see, like a lot of these old houses, we have original hardwoods over here that at some point were painted over. So what we'll do is we'll use this OG hardwood as our subfloor, and we will cover this entire room in carpet. Window unit right here. So we already know that the power is there for this. What we'll do is we'll punch that nasty thing out. We'll put a brand new unit in here. It'll be perfect. Okay? So kind of transitioning, guys. This bedroom is kind of off to itself in the back of the house. All right, so the other bedrooms are off of our main dining room here, our main second living room. All right, so if you come over here, again, I want you guys to imagine we're going to carpet throughout all this. We're going to carpet this hallway. We're going to carpet into both of these bedrooms, okay? So first in here, we're going to remove this ceiling fan. We're going to carpet all throughout here. We're going to make sure that these windows are operational. This house has a big, beautiful lot, guys, and we'll show you when we go outside after we show you the inside of this house, but you'll just love the size of the lot. It's got a ton of land. It's got some really cool attributes to this house. I think it'll come off the market rapidly because it's a big 3-bedroom, big spacious bedrooms, a great size in a nice quiet location with a hell of a yard, okay? So we're going to take the ceiling fan out. We're going to get rid of that. We are going to come into here where we have our 3rd bedroom. Again, we're going to carpet this. It's got 2 really nice sized closets, guys. Really nice sized closets. We've got high ceilings, big closets. We'll put a new light fixture up here as well. Okay? Carpet this whole thing. Now, one funny thing about this bedroom, guys, is at one point, it had a connecting door to the other bedroom. Now this is a piece of crap. It's basically like cardboard wood. I mean, it's awful. So what we'll do is we'll wall this door in to make it look better here. It looks like at one point it was a literal doorway. So we will get rid of this. We will cover this up and make that part of the wall, repaint the walls, and just make that blend in, okay? So guys, the purchase price to this was $42,000. We're looking at spending about $25,000. The client is financing this property, so they're going to be all in on $42,000. They're going to be in. It's going to be an $8,400 down payment. $8,400. I know my clients and my viewers out in California and up in New York. You guys, you know, I know you might have had to sit down or throw up after hearing that with some of the prices out on the West Coast and on the East Coast. But yes, $8,400 down payment, financed over 30 years with a fixed rate loan, just craziness. Plus $25,000 in rehab. This client will be all into this thing for somewhere between $33,000 and $35,000, and it'll be grossing somewhere between $1,000 and $1,100 a month is kind of what I can zone in on. That's kind of what I expect. So guys, in here, I'm gonna redo this whole bathroom. Now, ironically, it always cracks me up when we see bathrooms like this because the toilet is brand new. It's like a brand new toilet, but you know the vanity needs to be replaced. The bath needs to be reglazed. All new paint, all new vanity. We'll put a new toilet in. We'll put laminate flooring in here also to make this thing look better. It needs a new door, so you know it needs a better light fixture as well. The property needs a new roof on top of everything else. So, like I said, guys, it's gonna need some work, and that's okay. We're not afraid of work. We have the teams to do it and do it right and do it quick. And when we buy property, guys, the more money we put in up front, the less money we're spending over the long term on rehab. The more things we can touch and put in the unit that are new, that's less things that are gonna break down fast when tenants are in here beating things up, okay? Because that's what all tenants do. So, we want to put things in this unit that are tenant-proof. We want to do our best at making sure that we can mitigate as much risk by putting our hands on as many things as possible. Okay? So guys, we're going to paint the whole unit as well. And I want to take you out back here. So Kyle, watch your head.
Will do.
So guys, back here, we have that water heater that I talked about earlier. And here's that cord that we saw running from the exterior of the electrical unit of the panel into the water heater, okay? No reason for that to be exposed. We'd fail an inspection in 2 seconds. Directly behind you is where the washer and dryer hookups are, okay? So we have our washer and dryer hookups right there. What we'll do is we'll fix this severe rot in this corner. Oh my goodness. I could go through there if I push hard enough. So we'll fix that. And what we'll do also, so that's your washer and dryer, that's your washer setup right here, it's your dryer setup right here. We'll blow a dryer vent through the wall so the tenant can put their own dryer and their own washer unit in here. Nice space for it, guys, really nice space for it. So coming off the back, we gotta be a little bit careful here, okay? So this deck is not very structurally secure. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna rip this entire deck down. We're gonna put a new deck on, okay? And as you guys can see, if you guys can see me, this whole thing's shaking pretty good. So we're gonna take this down. This would fail an inspection because it's not safe. So we're gonna rip this whole thing off, put a whole new deck on, which will be really nice for the client too. So looking around, guys, it's a huge lot. It's absolutely beautiful out here. And it's so spacious. It has a fence. The old owner at one point had a dog that stayed outside for the remainder of the time. So it's one of those things, guys, where we're inheriting a property that has a really nice yard, has some nice amenities that now we're gonna pass on to a tenant. And I'll show you one of the coolest parts about this property is this out here. It doesn't look like much, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna clean it up, we're gonna make it look really nice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna eliminate all of this, okay? We're gonna reinforce the load-bearing aspects of this exterior garage, okay? So we can make it look good. We're gonna take the netting off, we're gonna make it look nice. And then you come in here and you can put a grill out here, you can put a couple benches out here, maybe a table where you're underneath, not exposed to the elements. And then in here, we're gonna knock this door out, okay? We're gonna knock this door out. And in here, guys, we have a 2-car garage. Now, if you guys are familiar with a lot of my videos, you know that I'm very anti-garage. So what we'll do in here is we'll take these 2 garage doors, we'll knock them out, okay? And we'll turn this thing into a big 2-car carport, which I think is gonna be a home run. I really do. I think that tenants are gonna love this. So it's gonna be all open. We'll have a 2-car carport in here, which is a beautiful amenity, which will really drastically help the rent price here. You have your own private alleyway entrance off the back. You take care of all the risks by removing these 2 dilapidated garage doors. You don't have to mess around with spending $2,000, $3,000 for new garage doors and new systems. You just knock them out, turn this thing into a carport. Structurally, this thing's awesome. It's all brand new cinder block. I would assume that this place was built in the last 10 or 15 years. The roof looks good. I mean, we're in really good shape here, guys. So we're gonna turn this into a nice carport. And again, what we'll do is we'll knock this door out so it'll be all wide open. Come in here, put your grill in here, put your picnic table in here, and then you got a house behind me. So we're always working on trying to find ways to increase our rental value. What can we do to our unit to increase our monthly rent? And this right here, this is a way that we can increase between $100 and $200 a month just based on a carport. A 2-car carport, that's a luxury that a lot of other Section 8 units won't have that we're competing against. Okay, so guys, congratulations to the client. This is an absolute home run. It's his first property. So if you have any questions, if you want to get into the program, whatever they are, my email's below. Leave your questions and comments on the video, and we'll talk to you soon.